Hello everyone, welcome back to Sai Homeschool. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Today we will discuss general paper, that is GPSTR ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6ರಿಂದ 8ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಪದವೀಧರ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕಾಲ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೇಪರ್ 1 ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜನರಲ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಜನರಲ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷು, ಜನರಲ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ದೆನ್ ಮಗುವಿನ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ, ಬೋಧನಾ ವಿಧಾನಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯ, ಮೌಲ್ಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮತ್ತು ಗಣಕಯಂತ್ರ ಸಾಕ್ಷರತೆ. ಇದು ಜನರಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ GK ಪೇಪರ್. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಕನ್ನಡ ವರ್ಣಮಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಾಣಾಕ್ಷರಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 10. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮರವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕಡಿದರು? ಈ ವಾಕ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಅಷ್ಟು ಈ ಪದವು ಯಾವ ನಾಮಪದಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿದೆ? ಅಷ್ಟು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸಂಖ್ಯಾವಾಚಕ, ಗುಣವಾಚಕ, ದಿಗ್ವಾಚಕ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವ ವಾಚಕಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ವಾಚಕ ನಾಮಪದಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರಿಮಾಣ ವಾಚಕ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಪರಿಮಾಣ ವಾಚಕ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಈ ಪದಗಳು ಆತ್ಮಾರ್ಥಕ ಸಮಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳಾಗಿವೆ. ಯಾವುವು? ಅವು ತಾನು, ತಾವು. ಆತ್ಮಾರ್ಥಕ ಸರ್ವನಾಮಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳಾಗಿವೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಮೊತ್ತ ಮೊದಲು ಪದವು ಈ ವ್ಯಾಕರಣಾಂಶಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಮೊತ್ತ ಮೊದಲು ಇದು ಜೋಡಿ ಪದ. ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿಯನ್ನು ಪದದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಯ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಯಗಳು ಏನ್ 7 ವಿಭಕ್ತಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಯಗಳಿವೆ. ಪ್ರಥಮ ಉ, ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಅನ್ನು, ತೃತೀಯ ಇಂದ, ಚತುರ್ಥಿ ಗೆ, ಇಗೆ, ಕೆ, ಪಂಚಮಿ ದಸೆಯಿಂದ, ಷಷ್ಠಿ ಆ, ಸಪ್ತಮಿ ಅನ್ನು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ? ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಥಮ ಉ, ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಅನ್ನು. ಯಾವ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಯ? ಅದು ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಯ. ದೇವರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಪದದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕ್ರಿಯಾ ರೂಪ ಯಾವುದು? ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕ್ರಿಯಾ ರೂಪ ಯಾವುದು? ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಕ, ನಿಷೇಧಾರ್ಥಕ, ಪ್ರಶ್ನಾರ್ಥಕ, ಸಂಭವನಾರ್ಥಕ. ಅದು ನಿಷೇಧಾರ್ಥ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಶ್ನಾರ್ಥಕ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಕ. ದೇವೇಂದ್ರ, ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಸಂಧಿ ಯಾವುದು? ದೇವ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂದ್ರ. ಆ ಕಾರಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ಈ ಕಾರ ಒಂದು ಏಕಾರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದೇವ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂದ್ರ, ದೇವೇಂದ್ರ ಒಂದು ಗುಣ ಸಂಧಿ. ಹೊಸಗನ್ನಡ ಪದದಲ್ಲಾಗಿರುವ ಸಮಾಸ. ಹೊಸಗನ್ನಡ, ಹೊಸ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಗಾಕಾರ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಸಮಾಸ? ಕರ್ಮಧಾರೆಯ ಸಮಾಸ. ಇವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಜೋಡಿ ನುಡಿಗೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿರುವುದು ಜೋಡಿ ನುಡಿ. ಸೊ ಜೋಡಿ ನುಡಿಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ? ಬಟ್ಟ ಬಯಲು, ಕೆನೆ, ಮೊಸರು, ಜುಳು ಜುಳು, ಪದೇ ಪದೇ. ಜೋಡಿ ನುಡಿ ಒಂದು ಕೆನೆ, ಮೊಸರು. ದಗದಗ ಪದವು ಈ ವ್ಯಾಕರಣಾಂಶಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದೆ. ದಗದಗ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅನುಕರಣ ವ್ಯಯ. ಟೋಪಿ ಹಾಕು, ನುಡಿಗಟ್ಟಿನ ಅರ್ಥ. ಟೋಪಿ ಹಾಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡು. ನಾವ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಟೋಪಿ ಹಾಕಿದಾನೆ ನಂಗೆ ಅಂತ, ಅದು ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡು. ಪಂದ್ಯ ಪದದ ತದ್ಭವ ರೂಪ. ವಂದ್ಯ ಪದದ ತದ್ಭವ ರೂಪ ಬಂದು ಬಂಜೆ. ರಸೀದಿ ಪದವು ಈ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ? ರಸೀದಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪದವು ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಉರ್ದು ಭಾಷೆಯಿಂದ. ತಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪದದ ಗ್ರಾಂಥಿಕ ರೂಪ. ತಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಂತ ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದರ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು? ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 15th ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಗೀಜಗನ ಗೂಡುಗಳು ತೊಟ್ಟಿಲಿನಂತೆ ತೂಗಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದವು. ಈ ಅಲಂಕಾರ ಯಾವ ಅಲಂಕಾರ? ಈ ವಾಕ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಅಲಂಕಾರ. ಗೂಡುಗಳು ತೊಟ್ಟಿಲಿನಂತೆ. ಗೂಡುಗಳನ್ನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಲಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಉಪಮಾಲಂಕಾರ. ಕಂದ ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಒಟ್ಟು ಸಾಲುಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ. ಕಂದ ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಲುಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಜನರಲ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಕಂದ ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಲುಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4. 17th ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಒಂದು ಅಥವಾ ಅನೇಕ ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಧಾನ ವಾಕ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧೀನವಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಆ ವಾಕ್ಯವು 2-3 ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮಿಶ್ರ ವಾಕ್ಯ. ಹರ್ಷ, ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ, ಸಂತೋಷ, ವಿಷಾದ, ದುಃಖ ಮುಂತಾದ ಭಾವನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸುವ ಪದಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ಈ ಚಿಹ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ಬಳಸಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯಕರ, ಹರ್ಷ, ಸಂತೋಷ, ವಿಷಾದ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾವನೆಯನ್ನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾವಸೂಚಕ ಚಿಹ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 19th ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಜ್ಞಾನ ಪದದ ವಿರುದ್ಧಾರ್ಥಕ ಪದ ಜ್ಞಾನ, ಅಜ್ಞಾನ. ಮತ್ಸರ್ಯ ಪದದ ಸಮಾನಾರ್ಥಕ ಪದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ಸರ್ಯ ಇಸ್ ದುರಾಸೆ. ಕನ್ನಡದ 21 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸರಿ. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮೊದಲ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕವಿ ಎಂಬ ಹೆಗ್ಗಳಿಕೆಗೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾದವರು. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮೊದಲ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕವಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕುವೆಂಪು. ಇದು ತದ್ದಿತಾಂತ ನಾಮಪದಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದು ತದ್ದಿತಾಂತ ನಾಮಪದ? ಒಂದು ಜಾನತನ. ದೆನ್ ತೃತೀಯ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿಯ ಕಾರಕಾರ್ಥ ಯಾವುದು? ಕರಣಾರ್ಥ. ಅಧಿಕರಣ, ಸಂಬಂಧ, ಕರ್ತಾರ್ಥ, ಅದು ಬಂದು ಕರಣಾರ್ಥ. ತೃತೀಯ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಕಾರಕಾರ್ಥ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕರಣಾರ್ಥ. 24. ದೇವಲೋಕ ಮೃತ್ಯು ಲೋಕವೆಂಬುದು ಬೇರಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಣಿರೋ ಸತ್ಯವ ನುಡಿಯುವ ದೇವಲೋಕ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವಲೋಕ ಮೃತ್ಯು ಲೋಕವೆಂಬುದು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಣಿರೋ ಸತ್ಯವ ನುಡಿಯುವುದೇ ದೇವಲೋಕ. ಈ ವಚನದ ರಚನಾಕಾರರು ಯಾರು? ಈ ವಚನವನ್ನು ರಚಿಸಿದವರು ಯಾರು? ಅಲ್ಲಮ ಪ್ರಭು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಗೀತ ಪಿತಾಮಹರೆನಿಸಿದ ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರ ಕೀರ್ತನೆಗಳ ಅಂಕಿತ ಯಾವುದು? ಸೊ ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರ ಅಂಕಿತ ನಾಮ ಯಾವುದು? ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ. ಸೊ ಜನರಲ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ 25 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ questions. Read the passage and answer the following questions from 26 to 29. The dream seed. Story, you should read the story and write the answer. Just as everything in life that grows is the result of a seed, the same is true for your dreams. Dreams are the starting point of success. The seed for success. If you take a corn seed, plant it and water it daily, it will grow into a corn star. The same is true for your dreams. If you can convenience the dreams in your mind, plant it in your heart and water it daily, then it too will grow. How do you water it? You water it by saying daily, I believe, I can, I believe, I can, in fact, I know, I can. Plant your dream deep, water it daily, and don't let the weeds of doubt choke it, and your dreams can and will become a reality. So read the passage and do the answers. The starting point of the success is, starting point, what it is? It is a dreams. So you should dream, you have to crack the exam, then you have to, what you have to do? You have to keep the dreams starting point, that is, so to get success, you have to plant it and water it daily in your heart. That is example. The author asked the readers to plant their dream. In where they have to plant their dreams? In their heart. You water it by saying daily, I believe I can. In this sentence, it refers to it. So it refers to the dream. In the passage, the word water is used as a verb. Select the right word. Baby, babies, child. Then next it is children. Baby, babies, child, children. Select the odd one. So odd one, which is defeat, is the odd one. The crowd was very big. The underlined word is, which is, that is adjective. She never disobeys. The meaning of the sentence is she is, so she never disobeys. This sentence is obedient. Alcohol is injurious dash health. The correct word to be filled in the blank is to. Have mercy upon us. Which sentence is this? Assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. It is imperative sentence. Next 36th question. Radhika stopped flying in 1989. Choose the appropriate question to get the underlined word as the answer. So when did Radhika stop flying means underlined word this is 1989. So what you have to do is you have to do a question frame. When did Radhika stop playing? As per this underline, you should arrange the question for this. It is when did Radhika stop playing? Then 37 question. The boys were playing in the garden. Choose the right question tag. Here it is boys. Weren't they? Weren't they? If you don't mind, could I use your pen? So the language function used above sentences, which it is, whether they are ordering or seek permission, they are asking, they are offering a help or granting permission. They are, could I use your pen? They are asking a permission here. Ravi and Raju have dash on a journey round the world. So what which we can use here is set out on a journey round the world. Then 40th question. Oil dash floats on water. Choose the right word. Oil never floats. Wrong. So oil always floats on water. 41 question. Rama dash to his mother every week. So what it is? Write, written, writes, writing. So Rama writes to his mother. I have dash cow. Dash cow is very useful. Select the right word. I have a cow. The cow is useful. This is the answer. Choose the correct appropriate prefix. Rain is pure, but we make it dash pure. We make it unpure. Choose the most appropriate word. Bread and butter. Dash is daily diet. Last year, bread and butter was. Then here, Emperor Napoleon of the French was the first. Choose the correct answer. First, we should write Napoleon. Napoleon was the emperor of the French. So answer what we can write. First, it is B. Second, D. 3 is A, then it is C. Choose the source you would use to learn the punctuation of the word. Which pronunciation you can learn. Choose the source. That is where you will learn pronunciation. Pronunciations are we will learn from the dictionary only. Then 47 question. Heavy rains disturb normal life. Identify the subject in the sentence. So what is the subject here is heavy rains. Next, choose the right dictionary order of the words. So first it comes lamp, then L-I, limit, then O, then P. So first letter is all same is you go to next. A after it comes I, then O, then U. So if you observe here, second it is also same you will get, then you choose the third one. So like that, by the dictionary order you should write. Select the right sequence to make the meaningful paragraph. You just read the sentences. Tejas and Navya remember all these stories. Next, you may not believe, but it is true. During lockdown, grandmother narrated hundreds of stories. It is because of the way she narrated them. One such story they remember is the story of the town in a matchbox. That is, you should arrange. First, it is during the lockdown, grandmother narrated a hundreds of stories you should write. Tejas and Navya remember all these what the grandmother tells the stories. Then you may not believe, but it is true. They remember all the stories. That is, then it is because the way she is narrated. So the way she is narrated the stories, so they do not forget. They always remember. One such story, remember, is story of the town in a matchbox. That is fifth. So one is B, where it is you see. So B, second is A, then third is E, then C. No, first number is C, then second is A, third is B, fourth D, E. This is the answer. Choose the most appropriate word to complete the sentence. Wait, dash I return. Wait till I return. That is, then it is GK and MA. So 2021ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿಯ ಘಟ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿದ ಕಾಲಾವಧಿ ಸಮಯ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೊ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಂಗೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, ಸೇಮ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ವಿತ್. ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅವ್ರು ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅದು 50 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, 25 ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್, 25 English. Fit India program of the year 2021 was organized during the ಯಾವ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? ಅದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನವೆಂಬರ್ 14th ಇಂದ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 12th. The manufacture of Sputnik vaccine for COVID-19 is ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ Gamaleya Research Institution. Cricket, who get Arjun Award of the year 2021. ಇದು ಜನರಲ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಶಿಖರ್ ದ ಒನ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ IMA ಈಸ್ ಇನ್. ಸೊ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ IMA ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡೆಹ್ರಾಡೂನ್. 55 ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ CCTV ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಷನ್ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್? ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್. ಅನಾನ್ಶಿ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್. ಸೊ ಅನಾನ್ಶಿ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಉತ್ತರ ಕನ್ನಡ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ 57, ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ IAEA, ಅದು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿ. ಸೊ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೀನಾ. 58 ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಟಿವ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಗಿವ್ ದೇರ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಟು. ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಟಿವ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವವರು ಅವರ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ನ, ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಟಿವ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಗಿವ್ ದೇರ್ ರೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಯಾರಿಗೆ, ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಟಿವ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವವರು ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅವರ ರೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್ ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಧಾನ ಸಭಾ. Then 59 question. Chairperson of NEP 2020. So NEP full form on National Education Policy. ಅದರ ಚೇರ್ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಯಾವ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ? 2020 ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೆ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ರಂಗನ್. The first country to give voting power for women was. So which country, ಯಾವ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ voting power women ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಗೆ ಪವರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನ್ಯೂಜಿಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ನ್ಯೂಜಿಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ವುಮೆನ್. ದೆನ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಭೂತಾನ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಭೂತಾನ್ ಈಸ್ ಥಿಂಪು. ದೆನ್ ದ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ವಂಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ದ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಅದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಯಾನ್. ಸೈಯದ್ ಮಾಸ್ತಿಕ್ ಅಲಿ ಟ್ರೋಫಿ ಈಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್. ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್. ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅಕ್ವಾಟಿಕ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಈಸ್. ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅಕ್ವಾಟಿಕ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ದ ಗಂಗಾಸ್ ರಿವರ್ ಡಾಲ್ಫಿನ್. Rome is the bank of. So it is the bank of Tiber. 66 question. The Hornbill festival is celebrated in. The Hornbill festival ಇಲ್ಲಿ celebrate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is in Nagaland. The ratio of the length and breadth of the Indian national flag, it is 2:3. So if you observe the 67, 68 question. So 68 question is how to try to do the answer and please comment the answer in the comment box. 69 question. In the coded language, Rohan has coded as a TQICP. The Vihan is coded as a, that is X K. So it ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು X K XKJ XKJCP. Then choose the number related to given number in the same manner as the two numbers of another given pairs are related to each other. 16 is to 36, double is to 32 is to number it is. We'll do the answer. That is 11, 2. Same thing, 30, 71 and 72. So observe the question. So for this question, you should answer the answer in a comment box. Both 71 and 72. How to observe the question, then do the answer. Then 73, the year next to 1896 that will have same calendar as that of the year 1896, that is 1908. In the English, letter A to Z are written in the reverse order. Then what is the fourth letter? The right of the 12th letter from the left. So you should write both reversible and irreversible directions of A to Z. Then you have to write. So fourth letter to the right of the 12th letter, you will get A. You just do and check the answer. What should come in the place of question mark in the following alphanumeric series? C7, E5, G7, I9. So what should come in the place of question mark? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು 2 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ದಲ್ಲಿ K11 M13 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Then education psychology ಇದು child development and pedagogy ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ questions. In a class, few students always interested in co-curricular activities. The psychological method adopted to know the effectiveness of the participation of the students in these activities is, what is that? That is observation. The statement which is not appropriate from the following statements in the relation with the introspection is. So the statement which is not appropriate, that is ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Reliability, validity and objectivity. This method has reliability, validity and objectivity. In the survey method, the nature of questionnaire is. So in the survey method ಅಲ್ಲಿ nation of questionnaire ಅನ್ನೋದು specific and open ended. A child is not willing to go to school and is defeat in the punishments and treats as the teacher. The psychological method used to find the remedy for the behavior is, a child is not interested to go and they are afraid of the classes. What that is? Case study method. Which method we should use is case study method. Method of observation used to study the group of infant and abnormal child is, that is physical. ಸೊ ಅದು ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಅದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್. To create the classroom atmosphere as effective and dynamic, a teacher has to adjust himself with a group behavior. Here the required nature of the teacher should be. So teacher should be democratic. The experience, so it's the question. The experiences of adults may make them wiser and guide. However, with an increase in the age, one's performance is likely to decrease and tasks requiring speed. It dedicates development in multi-directional. So 83rd question. 83, it is after giving well nutritional food and supportive environment to a person of short height, genes will become, what will happen? Genes will, is it change? Never able to taller than average. The essential, next question, the essential component required to calculate chronological age of an infant is. Essential component required. Only natal period. Next, 85th question. While newborn babies are crying, their whole body is involving in doing so. But as the development, it is limited to the vocal cord, facial expressions, and eyes. The principles observed in this development is general. What is the principle? You can observe is so principle of continuity, principle of integration, no, principle of spiral to learner development, or maybe general to specific. It is the answer. According to Aristotle, a sound mind in a sound body refers to physical development of individual. So if you observe 87 question, option A is a child saw an adult towards it. A child shows instinct behavior of ran away. Reason. Initially, a child pursues the movement of the bull. It experiences emotion of fear, then finally shows the reaction of the ran away. So with that, both the statements are true. Is it? So A and both are true, but R explains, that is both A and R statements are true. Statement R is the explanation of statement A. Then 88. Preschool years child become normally more sympathetic towards his playmates. Sometimes a child quickly reverts to egocentric behavior. The reason for this situation is, that is, when playmates' goal-oriented activities interfere with his own goal striving. That is the answer. 89th question. If we present problems verbally without using visual stimuli, the child faces difficulty in solving the problem. According to Piaget, the mental development of the period of the child is pre-operational period. Then 90th question. The way parents respond to the self-initiated activities of the child leads to, it will be sense of initiative or sense of guilt. According to Erickson, the correct sequence of the stage of psychosocial development is, it is, so if you observe stage of trust versus mistrust, so first you will get a, then PQRS or P, answer is this one, PR, so first it is, then the stage of autonomy, then initiative and guilty, then stage of industry and inferiority. Then 92. In a child, the changes in the shape structure along with the improved function, it is a development, growth, maturation, mutation. That is development of the child. In a classroom situation, a child shows unnecessarily temper, terms, behavior. A psychiatrist who helps to manage their behavior is, so what is the behavior? It is what they will do is counseling. Counseling physiatrist we need. Then 94th question. The statement which is not emphasizes the nature of educational psychology from the following. That is what it is. Normative science, that is counseling. It is a educational psychology is a normative science. So if you observe 95th question, learning is a process of behavior modification. That reason is The experiences have behind some effects in the mental structure and bring modification in the behavior. So here also both A and B are true. R is the correct explanation of A. You can lead to horse to the water, but you cannot force him to drink. That is law of readiness. Then 97. When a teacher is nurturing and warm, students feel connected. Students associate school with the teacher. As a result, students enjoy going to school. This is the good example of classical conditioning. Then 98, the content of the subject should be closely integrated into a whole is the educational implication of, that is educational implication of insightful learning theory. Then 99 question, the psychological factors that does not contribute towards learning, that is nature of content. Then the proper arrangement of the components given below according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory of motivation. That is, so if you observe here, first it is psychological needs, first it is, then safety, then third it is love and belonging, fourth it is self-esteem, fifth it is self-actualization. If you come to here, first E, then A, then C, then B, then D. This is the answer. According to Jean Piaget, the at which stage of the child tend to be egocentric and struggle to see things from the perspective of others when it is pre-operational stage. A person considers multiple original solutions to a certain problem in this situation. The characteristic of a person is, that is creative thinking. Then in 21st century, skills, the four referred as skills, that is communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. Then the correct sequence of the components, receiving, organizing, responding. So, it is important. Definitely, they will ask in the exam in a general paper. First, it is a now first which we should first it is receiving, then responding, how we are receiving, how we are responding, then so if you observe is A, B, C, D, E. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ responding, then valuing, then organizing. So 1, 2, ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು third, then it is the fourth, then characterization is the fifth. Answer is now A, C, E, B, D. Then a child initially learned by playing with the material. Later it learned by observing the pictures. Then finally it learned through an abstract symbol. So what it is? An active. Then so answer is an active mode learning to iconic model. Finally symbolic mode. That is, a student faces difficulty in completing assigned tasks. In this regard, a teacher provides and individual support to facilitate learning. According to Vygotsky, view this mode of support is, that is, scaffolding assistance. Then, so the stage 5E model in which students encouraged to work in groups to share the learned ideas by amazing which data in the group is, that is, explore. Then if you observe 108 assertion, a gifted children is one who show the consistent, remarkable performance in any worthwhile line of endeavor. Reason is a gifted children to have necessarily position that is of very high intelligent quotient. So what it is A is true, it is R is false. They are not like that. Then if you observe here, same thing, which comes first, which comes second, that is B, which is preparation first. Then if you observe verification, then incubation, then elimination. So if you observe here first B, then B after C, then C, B, C, A, D. Statement 1. Learning disability. Children have observable efficiency in learning and mastering academic tasks. Statement 2 is the learning disability may allow an individual to have intelligence scores with the normal range. So both the statements are true. This is the answer. The appropriate statement from the following is, which is the statement interaction between the, so what is the statement here? It is correct is the determinants of individual differences in the human related to the interaction between heredity and environment. Then personality of the individual includes personality. It will be both covert and overt behavior. An individual sometimes shows unusual excitement, restlessness, and irritability behavior oriented personality. This responsible biological factors, this behavior is overactivity of overactivity of thyroid gland. Then a child of your class always be as pessimistic, reserved, and unsociable. The type of personality of the child is introverted. In statistics, studying the tabulated material in order to determine inherent factors is. So, what is the factors? It is analysis of data. Then a single number of which typifies the old distribution of statistics is. Old distribution of statistics is, it is widely used in index of variability. Then a domain concerned with the desired attitude to do certain work in the learning, it is effective. Then you just observe the sentences, assertion and reasoning. Schools try to achieve objectives in cognitive domain, reason, emotional learning outcomes which shape the behavior of a child is mostly neglected in school. That is both A and B are statements true. R is not correct explanation of it. Then a tool is used by a teacher to observe the pupils' behavior in regular scholastic activities. That is checklist. It comes under checklist. While providing academic guidance to students, the teacher should consider the results of administrating of the following, that is, aptitude test. The technique helps to study interpersonal relationships and socio-emotional climate of the classroom is peer rating. The simple agreement of large scores of a data handling condensed into a compact from the frequency distribution. The measurement of the scatterness of the mass figures in the series about the average. It is dispersion of data. In the classroom communication, people generalize the particular concept by considering relative examples given by a teacher. The approach adopted by the teacher in this is inductive method. Then value and health. Normal blood pressure of the person is, so an adult personality is 120 or 80. BP ಎಷ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Then the multiplication of plasmodium takes place in mosquito body. All are lifestyle diseases except which disease? Tuberculosis. Then deficiency of vitamin D results osteoporosis. First aid means what? First aid means prior treatment. Influenza is caused by virus. These are very important questions. Then all of these cardiovascular disease except which all are cardiovascular diseases except asthma. Blood glucose levels is regulated by the hormone. By which hormone? Blood sugar levels, it is by insulin hormone. The ethical philosophy of human life which indicate highest level of good moral values by optimism. According to utilitarianism, punishment is not to be pay the penalty. It is not to pay the penalty. The concept of morality entails all except growth. An extrovert is one who is friendly. One who is friendly. A typical quantity of a conformist child is, so it is controlled. Then the two pillars of the value education is reason and emotion. The only kind of discipline that can be accepted as a part of emotional process is self-discipline. Then computer literacy, 10 questions. Which of the following is the correct order of the 4 major functions of a computer? Input, then process, output, storage. The first generation computers were based on, first generation computers will be vacuum tube. The computer which is also used as a personal computer, that is which it is used as a microcomputer. Full form of RAM, random access memory. It is to random access memory. The first operating system developed by the Microsoft is MS DOS. The command is used to close the active window is Ctrl Control F4. Sorry, Control F4. The default of extension of the Word document is extension it is leaves. The Microsoft Excel spreadsheets rows are labeled as 1, 2, 3 like this. Domains used by commercial business, that is .com. www dot stands for world wide web. So this is the general knowledge paper for all the subjects teachers. So very important question. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.